A mic check, 1 2, mic check. It's a boy, is not a boy. No. So have you ever wondered what it's like to live on the edge of life, creativity, philosophy, or personal growth? Have you ever wondered what happens when we push ourselves beyond the boundaries of conventional thought and art? Well, you are in the right place, because this is On the Edge, the podcast where we explore those very edges. So I'm Nyati Kodoro, a filmmaker, artist, podcaster, YouTuber, photographer, and an explorer. I think like ningekuwa back in 1800s, I would have been an explorer. Ningekuanga tuko hivi Congo, Nigeria, just walking, So, and in this space, I'm thinking out loud, unpacking the whys behind my journey, and hopefully inspiring you to reflect on your own. From deep dives into filmmaking, art, philosophy, spirituality, and personal growth, to navigating the unpredictable shits of everyday thoughts. This is raw, unfiltered space for those of us living on the edge. So nigga, grab your headphones, sit back, and sit to dive to koi shit. Now you might be wondering, what is this podcast all about? What should I expect to hear here? Well, let me tell you mine. On the Edge isn't just another podcast about the day-to-day grind or industry secrets, which I know none of. No, this is a space about exploration. The exploration of life, art, and the deeper meanings that shape who we are. In everyday episode, I'm going to dive into 3 main themes. First, art and creativity. Man, I am an artist. Napenda tu art mbaya. And I realize creativity is something that is very, very important for humanity. That's something that we have. That's our power, and it's kind of like nipo ukiachia watu wengine, because we have the ability to create. Each and every fucking individual have the ability to create. So in creativity, I'm going to explore what it means to create, why we create, and how our creative journey can mirror our personal journey. Creativity isn't just about painting a picture or making a film or making some anguka nayo songs or just doing whatnot. It's about expressing ourselves and understanding the world. Second, I'll be talking about something that I also kind of like change my life. Philosophy is something that like lazima uko tuna philosophy in your life. There's something that guide you. It's kind of like I feel like each and every fucking individual has a philosophy. So in philosophy and spirituality, I'm constantly thinking about the bigger questions. Hapo hivyo manze, ya akili na kuangana maswali mengi. Like I remember when I was 22, that is 10 years ago. That means I'm 32 right now, man. I'm old. So I wasn't 32. So when I was 22, I used to have, I think, not 22. 2020 was 21. 2021. So 2021, when I was 22, I had an existential crisis. And I had so many questions that I really asked myself. So many fucking questions about life. But it had begun a long time ago. I think after maswali mingi, but now the crisis kind of like really, really got me when I was 22. Yeah, that's when the questions started to heal. Like nearly point in now, you kind of like, you have that identity crisis. you've been doing all this shit, man, so you have to kind of like know what's the meaning of it all, what is purpose, and how does all of this connect to our own individual paths. You have to ask yourself that, like, man, why am I doing this shit? So, man, here I'm not afraid to dig deep, question everything, and explore the concept that might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but are necessary for your growth. A little bit uncomfortable. Man, anything that I'll be saying here is my opinion. So, man, if you don't fuck with my opinion, I don't give a fuck, man, and you shouldn't be giving a fuck about my opinion, because that's what I think. If you wanna add something, you can say your shit, and I think we can agree on that. But the thing is, this is my podcast, man. So I'm the one talking. And it's not like So, and lastly, I'll be talking about personal growth and self-discovery. I'm all about transformation, man. As someone who's constantly learning, evolving, and failing forward, I'll share stories and insights from my own journey. It's not like I've lived for so long, but for the life that I've lived, for the shortest time that I've lived, man, nimelearn tu vitu mingi. I've got struggles that I've faced, and I've pushed myself to grow beyond my limits. So I think each and every fucking individual, just like I normally say, each and every fucking individual has got something in them that they need to discover. So I'm not here to give you easy answers, because I also don't know them. I don't have answers. I'm just here contemplating about life as you also contemplate about them. I'm here to spark real conversation and reflection. So if you're looking for the truth, even if it's uncomfortable, then this is the place for you. My truth might not be your truth, but you gotta speak our truth. So, a little bit of why am I doing this podcast? Well, it all started from a simple question I asked myself. Why do I create? I've been making films. Setting films si mingi sana. I've been making art. Kwanza nimekuwa nikichora from when I was a kid. I've been expressing myself through so many art forms, and also been reflecting on my own experiences for as long as I can remember. And there was always something deeper at play, something that kept me pushing to go beyond just the doing, something that made me want to understand why I do it. Like, mbona mi do shit? And I get, because we do things, we are so fucking obsessed about some things, but we don't know why we are so obsessed about them, But if you can like get a bigger picture and understand it so fucking well, see, itakuwa fiti. And I believe that the creative process isn't just about making things, it's about finding meaning. And for me, this journey of meaning is where art and philosophy intersect. They both shape how I see the world and what I create. And I realize that there's so much I want to share. Not just about the technicalities of filmmaking or the tips on creating something good, but about how the creative process can be a path to discovering who you truly are. But here's the thing. The creative journey isn't linear. It's fucking messy. It's fucking unpredictable. And it forces you to confront things about yourself that you might not always want to face. Some dark shit about you, man. You're fucking dark. So if you decided to take the journey and dig deep into your soul, it is not an easy journey, but you gotta start earlier. You gotta. And so on the edge is born out of all these questions, out of all this messiness, out of all these unpredictabilities. It's a place where I want to explore the messiness, to dive into those uncomfortable truths, to think for myself and live life on my own terms, which I think you should too. The comfortable truths you find about yourself are who you truly are, and you just need to find a way how to express them without like offending people. I don't know if that's the term, but where the podcast is an invitation to reflect, connect, and grow. If you're someone who wants to live more authentically, more creatively, and more deeply, then I'm glad you are here with the time me. So what can you expect from upcoming episodes? Well, I'm glad you did not ask. Next week I'll be tackling a topic that's close to my heart: the role of failure in creative growth. I share how embracing failure has been one of the most transformative things for me as an artist, and how you can use failure to propel yourself forward. Nimefail. Unajua kufail? I failed. And I think an artist is someone who is very sensitive to failure, and failing is something that you got to embrace for you to move forward in life, man, because you'll always be failing. Kuna ups and downs, so utakuwa juu, utakuja chini, utakuwa chini, utakuja juu, whatever, man. Gotta let your bitch be up there as you turn take. So in the following weeks, we'll dive into deep conversations around philosophy, why mortality and the awareness of death can shape how you live, how you create, and how you embrace life. I'll also reflect on my own struggles with things that I'm struggling with. So as we go on, you'll get to understand the things that I'm struggling with. There's this thing they call ADHD. I don't know if you know about it. First time I heard about ADHD was when I was having a crisis, and it's funny, I saw it from a meme, and a rabbit hole led to me to two. Like it's a rabbit hole. So the rabbit hole, nikaanza kujiuliza what the fuck is this shit. Did some research, and that's it. But I kind of realized that we as human beings, we are different species. As human beings, man, I feel like tuko different in some way, and kuna venye tunaweza kuwa categorized in a way. So ndo unasema wewe mtu akisema tu wako ADHD, wako ACD, wako bipolar au nini, just the same people ni spectrum, but in different spectrum, you know. And that's what I that's my theory of that, man. We are just in people in a different spectrum. Some people on the extreme end of it, some people on the lower end of it, some the dumb people on the most genius people go juu, and the most dumb people go chini, and then kuna watu wanyanga hapo katikati, and then kuna the watu sijui wako mad. So it's like all these traits of human beings, kuna tu there's like a spectrum of it. There are people who are on the extreme end of it, kuna wenye wako tu chini. So all these struggles have shaped not just my work but my personal growth. But it's not just about me talking at you. This is a conversation. I want you to be part of it. If you have thoughts, feedback, or questions you want to discuss, reach out to me on social media at Nyati Kodoro, or drop me a message. I want to hear what you think, what you're struggling with, and what you're creating. I'm not a therapist to hear what your problems though, but man, if you want to share, I'll be glad to hear, because I think I'm a therapist in some way. Just that I don't want to extort money from people. Let's make this place, okay, let's make this space a place of genuine exchange, not use bullshit. Don't mind me, I'm a human being, man. Alright, before I wrap up this first episode, man, I did it. I just want to say thank you for being here. If you resonated with anything I've said, If you're excited to see where this journey goes, don't forget to subscribe, man, and tune in every week for new episodes. I'm here for the deep dives, the uncomfortable questions, the raw, the unfiltered conversations, and everything, the confessions, and here is my ask for you. I just want to ask you this. Will you please share this podcast with someone who might benefit from it? Let's build a community of creators, thinkers, filmmakers, and people who want to explore life on their own terms. Next week, I'll dive into failure, creativity, and growth. I've failed terribly. So, next week, you'll hear about my failures. I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Until then, remember to think for yourself, stay curious, and man, nigga, you gotta keep living on the edge. Tararas. Is that like an ending? Tararas.